Alright, so in this video, I'm basically going to be showing you how to build an automation that goes ahead and it analyzes everything inside of your PDF file, whether it's a receipt or a invoice, and then you can just go ahead and select whether it's an income or expense. So expense, and this is the PDF file I had Claude generate for me. Then you go ahead, you submit that. It goes ahead, it decides if it's an image or a PDF file. Goes ahead, it analyzes everything there to append it to the correct month and date, and it reads all of that and it updates the information. So as you can see, this is how everything looked inside of the PDF file that I had Claude generate for me. Now this is all of the information on here is fake because it's just so that Claude could generate it for me. So right there's the total, there's the month, the voice, the invoice date, and all of the description right there, all of that stuff. And then inside of Google Sheet, as you will see right here, the date right there, it's a type of expense that I chose. That was the vendor name inside of here. There's the vendor name and the description, which was everything included right there, as you can see right there. And then the total of the amount, which was this, and that right there is the amount in Rand. And just so you can see, it was stored correctly in March, which this was also in March. And then the summary tab, where it quickly got in if we got any income in that month, which was 0, and then the expenses is exactly like that, and then the profit is minus 86.95 Rand there. And as you can see, everything right there has been correctly documented the way that it's intended to, without you really needing to go and manually look at it yourself, but simply upload a PDF file and it goes ahead and it handles the rest for you, saving you a lot of time. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you how to do. I'm going to teach you how to build this automation for yourself so you can start saving yourself some time. All right, then let's get right into the video. I will have the prompts right here. I'll have that in the description, as well as the code right here that I used for JavaScript right here, the code node. I'll have it for both in the description as well. So let's go ahead and we'll start building it from scratch. Let me quickly go ahead and name that bookkeeper. Now you want to go ahead, you want to click the n8n form. Go ahead, this is where we'll be collecting the PDF files or the images. Now quickly go and name that upload business document, and then add whatever description it is. Now here at the form element, you want to come over here and you want to specifically here go ahead and type in document type. Then you want to come to the element type and then click drop down, and you want to give them the option of income, and then add another field and type in expense right there. And then the attribute, you want to make it a required field so that they're forced to answer that and toggle that on. Now you want to go ahead and you want to add another form there. This is where we'll be uploading the PDF file containing all of the information. So upload, I'm just gonna name that file right there, text type file right there, and required field, toggle that on. Now respond when the workflow finishes, and you can go ahead and append n8n attribution, toggle that off, ignore bots, toggle that on. That is really about everything that you want to do. So that's it. That's where we'll be uploading our PDF file. After that, you want to go ahead and you want to click type in wait, click that node, set it to 2 seconds. This is only so automation does not break when it handles a lot of files all at once that you're uploading to it. You want to go ahead and then you want to go ahead and type in switch, the switch right there. Now specifically here, the value here, we don't have anything to work with yet. All right, so PDF or image, here where it decides it, and then you want to go and rename that to image, add another route and rename that to PDF. So let me show you what that did. The image, the first path right there will be if it's an image, and the other one will be if it's a PDF file. So you want to go in there, here where it says value, you want to first get the value from the previous node. So go ahead and execute your work file. You want to go ahead, select whichever one, so expense, and then upload a file there that you want to go ahead and test it for. So submit, close that. As you can see, it's running. Now we have actual test data to work with. So you want to go ahead and you want to click schema, and here where it says MIME type. Click that and drag that in. And here where it says is equal to, go ahead here where it says string and then say click contains, and you want to type in image because that's the image path. And here where it says value 1, go ahead, drag the MIME type once again. And here where it says string, you want to go ahead and click contains once again. And this time type in PDF. As we can see, PDF is right there. So right there, now that will automatically handle and sort out whether it's an image or a PDF file. Now for the image part, we're just going to it and you want to type in an AI and then analyze image right here. Here where it says analyze image, you want to come here where it says input type binary files, and you want to specifically go ahead and name it file because that's the name right there that it is. It's called file. So leave that there. And here where it says model, I recommend going with GPT-4o mini because to me that's the cheapest one that you can go with right here. GPT-4o mini, that's the cheapest one that you can go with. So as for the text input, I'll give you the prompt that you're going to use right here. I have it stored inside of the notepad so I can quickly go ahead and grab it. So I have it in the description, so grab everything right there. You want to copy that, go back to your workflow, and here where it says text input, put everything inside of there right there, copy and paste it, and now you're done with the analyzed image right there. So move that up there, and here where it says extract PDF file, now we're done with the image part right there. Now here we're going to start with the PDF. I'm gonna go ahead and you want to look for the node that says extract from file, and you want to go ahead and you want to select extract from PDF, and right here where it says input binary file, you want to go ahead and you want to type in file once again because the name will be file. It will be file right there. All right, so type in file, and that's all you need to do right there as well. Then afterwards you come over here and you go ahead and you type in open AI once again, and this time you're going to message a model. Click that and leave that as text message model. And here you're also going to go ahead and you're going to pick out GPT-4o mini because that's the cheapest one and it works quite well with this. All right, so leave that as text and user. And here where it says prompt, I have it saved once again. You're gonna go ahead in the description, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna copy all of this so that you can go ahead and paste the prompt right in there. So we'll change it to an expression, and this is how everything will look inside now. And then everything right there is handled for you. So what this will do, it will extract the information if it's an image, and what this will do is it will extract the information if it's a PDF file, which it will be most of the time. Now here where it says image, go ahead and type in merge. You want to specifically look for the merge and make sure that the mode is in append to inputs. You want to go ahead, drag that over there, drag this plus sign here. You want to click and hold it and move it all the way into input 2 so it combines it back into one single path. And now we have the merge right here. Now that we have the merge, we want to go ahead and we now need a code node and click the code in JavaScript, and everything in here you want to copy everything, which will just be Control and A and then backspace because that's not the one that we'll be using. Go ahead and here it says code 1. You want to go ahead and you want to take the constant item right here, start copying from there, go all the way to the bottom, copy that back in here, and then just go ahead and paste that into JavaScript right here. And then you're also done with that. Afterwards, now that we're done with the JavaScript, now that we will have data to work with, you want to go ahead and this is where we'll go and we'll add it to the correct Google Sheet node. So type in Google Sheet and then append row in sheet. So here's where we'll update append invoice info to month so that it adds it to the correct month tab. You want to go ahead, and I saved it where I'm storing all of the financial year information as financial year 2026. That's the name of the document. And here where it says sheet, you do not want to pick anything at all. You want to instead go ahead and you want to type by name because that's how we'll specifically make it change and store it for a different month depending on where the PDF file came from. All right, so you go ahead and you leave that while just entering wrong information really quickly. Then you want to go ahead and you want to run all of this again because now we need to check where the errors are. So expense, choose file, pick that, open, submit, and close that. As you can see, it's analyzing the information. Merge here in the code. we have an error. Alright, so I found the error inside of the code in JavaScript. Right here it says the form data is submit document. Here it says the form data, that's the name of where you're receiving the input on, but for me it's on form submission. So you want to go ahead and here where it says, where is it? Here, over here, you want to just come here inside of that on form submission and you toggle that right there. And that should go ahead and it should fix that error that you're facing. So make sure to go ahead and make sure that the form data right here is the name of on form submission. So you want to go ahead, you want to run it again to test if it's actually working. Expense, file, open, submit, and then we have that submitted right there. Message a model, there it goes ahead, and this time as you can see it was correct and it will actually give us output. Here it is, here's every single output that we got. So here where it says by name, now you can go ahead and you want to drag in the month. So March by, so now it actually registers it as March. And here where it says date, I'm gonna drag the date in there, and here where it says type, you wanna drag the type in there. And this is from the code in JavaScript node, by the way. And here where it says vendor, drag in the vendor. Here where it says description, drag in the description. Where it says the amount, drag in the amount. That's all you need to do for this node, the append info in month. And then you want to go ahead and you want to type Google Sheets and then go ahead and get rows in sheet. The reason why we're going to get rows in sheet because we want to see all of the income that we got and if there are any incomes, and we want to get all of the expenses as well for that month because we'll be using all of that information to calculate the totals of that specific month. So here it says document, go ahead, click financial here once again, and then by name here, you're gonna go ahead and here it says code in JavaScript, drag the month once again in there, and then we go ahead and we grab it. And then you leave everything right there. So get month info, and that's all you need to do. Also, as for the credentials, you need to get your credentials set up. I won't be showing you that in this video. I'm just showing you the workflow. So get month info. After that, you want to go ahead and now you want to grab the code node once again, code in JavaScript, call this totals, and everything in here, Control A, backspace it. You want to go ahead in the description once again and grab the code 2 information this time. Copy this, copy all of that, and now you can close that right there. Go inside of the calculate totals, inside of here, remove that and paste everything right there. Now, important thing I want to show you again here where it says month, JavaScript and month right here, it's specifically going to refer to this node here. So whatever you have that node named as, make sure that you also change it here inside of the actual calculate totals right here, so it knows which node to pull the information from. You want to go ahead and you do that, and afterwards you want to go ahead, go to Google Sheets once again and update row in sheet. Then you want to go ahead, click financially, and this one specifically you can just go ahead and click the summary tab right here, and here where it says the summary tab, column to match on, you want to specifically go ahead and you want to grab where it says code in JavaScript, so specifically March right here. Wait, you want to go ahead, click there and column to match on, so you want to go and match on month, drag month in there, and then the income right here. We have nothing yet to work with because we'll be getting that from the previous node, which is calculate totals. So let's go ahead and let's run everything. But first of all, let's actually go ahead and we will remove this right here so it does not enter any information. So you go ahead, execute work file, select expense, choose file, supply it right there, submit, go ahead and close that. It puts it into the correct month, then it gets that month's information, and then it calculates the totals right there. And here where it says update in row sheet, you want to go ahead and here where it says month, drag in the month there from the calculate totals, and here where it says income, drag in the income. Here where it says expenses, drag in the expenses. Here where it says profit, drag in the profit. Now if you're wondering why it showed the 1731, that's because it took the previous recorded information that we have saved right here. So if we go to March right here, you'll see there are 2 of them. So it then went ahead and calculated the totals, and then it gave us back this right here, which is the new total, which will be updated in the summary tab right here. So let's go ahead and we'll run it again. So also you need to make sure that you have your Google Sheets set up like the following: date, type, vendor description, amount, and have each one for each month. And here in the summary tab, what you will manually go and put in are the names of the months right there. But the income, expenses, and profit, you can go ahead and you can leave that open because it will be handled by the automation itself. So this time, let's go ahead once again, you'll see, and let's actually go ahead and remove all of that. So remove that. And here where it says summary, let's go ahead and remove that as well. So we're starting fresh. March is clean. Now go ahead back to your bookkeeper, and this time everything will work out great. So go ahead, select type, expense, choose file, PDF file, submit it. You can go ahead and close that away. Extracts info, puts it back into one line, puts it into the correct month, gets the month info, calculates totals, and updates the summary. So right here, as you can see, March, it went ahead and updated that splendidly. Yeah, the summary, it went ahead and updated that month's total perfectly. And that is everything right there. Now you've officially have an automatic bookkeeper. Now if you want to not come here inside of n8n, which I used to build this, you want to go ahead and you want to just publish it, close that, close that, close that, close that. And here you want to go ahead where it says production. This is what you're going to be using for the public. You want to go ahead, you know, grab that, copy and paste it in there. And now you can, anytime you get an income or an expense, go ahead, select it right there, select the expense. You can go ahead and submit that, and then whenever it has finished storing the information, this page right here will tell you that it has finished. So you will just go ahead and wait, and when it's finished, it will say form submitted, your response has been recorded. Going through there, and as you can see, it has successfully updated the totals of March, and in March it has added the expense. And that is literally everything, and this is going to save you so much time. I mean, I myself am going to use this because now I don't need to worry about doing it myself, and I can just upload it and have this thing handle all of the sorting, and all I need to do is just upload it. Now, in case you want the template to this because you don't feel like you have that much time to build it on your own, I will have it inside of the Google Drive folder where I store all of my n8n templates, which you can go ahead and grab it in the link in the description. And that is basically everything for this video. I hope you found this useful, and now you don't need to hire a bookkeeper really, or you don't need to really do it yourself, because you have something that does it for you on its own, and you can just focus on the rest of your business. Now I might make another one for in case you have about 50 invoices already, but you don't want to go ahead and insert them one by one, but instead take about 50 of them and have it store all 50 of them inside of the Google Sheets and update everything correctly. Then I might go ahead and make a video covering all of that. And that brings us to the end of this video.